Well, good morning, everybody. This is Dear Mama Sal on a beautiful morning. Must be Wednesday. I have to think about that for a second. A beautiful Wednesday morning. The sky is blue. I'm looking at dark clouds way ahead of me, but they will not be in my way on the way to work. They're over what we call the North Shore Mountains. But the sky here is beautiful. It's 7 degrees already. It's about 44. Yeah, I was going to say 45, but 44 is good. And so a very pretty morning. As you can see, no raincoat. I hope I made the right decision. Some people would have checked the weather forecast before they left home. But we know I'm not some people. It's part of my charm. I like to think of it that way. I take these risks. I go to work without a coat sometimes, but I've got Carly's trusty umbrella with me, so it's unlikely I'm going to get caught too short. And by the way, it was just, I keep thinking about how cute that was as a gift. It was just so thoughtful, because I, for years, have never carried a small umbrella with me. And to actually have one that's functional and that small is brilliant. So I was very happy. And it makes me chuckle each time I use it. I go, thank you, Kylie. So really appreciate it. I'm wondering how Linda's doing with her new home. She moved last weekend, as far as I know. And this is April Fool's Day. And I must be very careful, because I work with a group of people that could be doing all sorts of funny things to me today, including my boss with a very big sense of humor. You wouldn't be surprised if we all got pink slips or something today. So I think I've told you all that my staff did. One time I was in a management position in charge of a whole group of people. And come April Fool's Day, I must have been hungover or something. I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't functioning at all on the fact that it was April Fool's Day. And all my senior management systematically came in and resigned. The first one you sort of go, I'm really sorry to hear that. And I honestly wish you well, and hope that you enjoy your new job. When the second one came in, I'm going, whoa. And then the third one. And actually it was quite funny, because by the time the fourth one came in, I was almost in tears. You can imagine. The whole of my management team just resigned. Anyway, I was almost in tears, and the fourth person took pity on me and said, Sal, I guess about now would be a good time to tell you Happy April Fool's Day. Well, after I finished crying with laughter, and as you can see, I'm still crying with laughter all these many years later, so I thank them for that memory. But after that, I brought them all in and reminded them about the word payback. And I said, to do something so wicked to somebody so kind would cost them dearly. And pleased to know, they should know that from this point onwards, every day of the year would be April Fool's Day in my mind, and it was only a matter of time. Their problem was how much time. And sure enough, during the year, one by one, I got them. And some gotchas were better than others, I must admit. So I'm hoping that you don't get caught in a nasty way. I think, as in all things in life, sometimes, you know, the best intentions don't necessarily bring out the best in us. I heard a story recently, for example, that a couple of my viewers, with the best intentions, I'm sure, in the world, really treated another one of my viewers very badly. And you know, I go, wow. I was so sorry to hear that, and I've heard it from two different people now, so I'm pretty sure it happened. I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly what happened, but you know, I can't help but think that somewhere at the bottom there was probably a good intention, but I don't think anybody deserves, you know, how can I say it? I think we all deserve a little bit of compassion, let's put it that way. So I look at it and go, I guess I should start this ball rolling by saying I am really sorry for being crabby for the last couple of days, because I have been. And I read a wonderful article yesterday about trolls, because, you know, I'm getting a bit fed up with trolls generally. So rather than hate them, which I'm trying not to, I decided there must be other people way before my time that have struggled with these very sick people. And I thought I'd put out a general thing to all my viewers, which is the one thing that the articles repeat time and time again, is don't feed the trolls. So here's my request to all the Dear Mama Sal viewers. If you see a really nasty comment, or something nasty about me, try not to respond to it in kind. Do you know what I mean? Just because they are nasty doesn't mean that we need to be nasty. I try very hard just to thank them for their opinion, if I can. And that's all it is, their opinion. And I would say don't lower yourselves to scumbag level, you know what I mean? Just be who you are, which is a bigger person than that. And it is difficult. Believe me, I know. I definitely know it's difficult. And I really admire I'm sure that I'll get lots of practice on this one. Oh, by the way, very exciting. Got a couple of personal tweets from Anna Saccone today, because, you know, I'm going down to VidCon, and what I did was I sent her a quick note to say I was looking forward to getting a personal hug. And anyway, so she was writing back to me today. And I had said this morning that I was really looking forward to meeting the real Anna as opposed to Anna the Star. Now, I'm certain you all understand that I'm sure that those of us going to Vegas are looking forward to meeting the real whoever, as opposed to the person that we see on the broadcast. Now, I'm not suggesting that the two are that different, but do believe that we all have our sort of idiosyncrasies. We all have our challenges and our level of humor and all those sort of things. So I think it's interesting to meet somebody and find out what all those things are. And so I'm really looking forward to doing it, obviously, when we go to Vegas. But also, really looking forward to VidCon, because I will be amongst people that I know and love. And I also, obviously, will get to meet some other people as well. So it's very exciting to me. And funnily enough, I don't feel like Anna is that far off, because I've sort of met her online a couple of... Ooh, that was nice. My coffee nearly took a tumble. Actually, I haven't met her as much as I've always felt like I knew her at some level. So I'm looking forward to laughing a lot. I got a feeling that we'll probably laugh a lot. Oh. Somebody had an owie with their car, I'm afraid. I hope they're okay. I guess they... Yeah, they appear to be. Oh! The car they had an argument with was a Porsche. Do not recommend having an argument with a Porsche. It's not that the Porsche will win, it's that the Porsche will be very expensive to repair. Sad. So I want to tell you that I very nearly didn't put yesterday's vlog up because I was feeling crabby. But then, you know, I thought it would be very wrong for me not to, because I'd always promised you guys I would stay as honest as I could, within reason. And therefore I have to share my not bad days, but my less than stellar days, as well as my super happy ones. And that's my reality. So I wonder if, as we go through today, we can sort of go through and go, yep, I haven't been, maybe I am the only one that's been a bit weird recently. The other thing I think about is maybe, you know, the stars are aligned in such a way, you know, that we're all feeling a bit weird. It's almost as though the pressure of spring is upon us. Wow. That's an interesting comment. The pressure of spring. So let me think about that. What pressure does spring bring? Well, the first thing you think about is spring cleaning. Just the word cleaning alone is enough to make me want to throw up. And so I guess subconsciously that is part of it. I'm also thinking spring equals gardens. And I've done absolutely nothing with my garden for many months. Yeah. So maybe that is a point. How do you guys feel about that? Do you find that you get sort of feeling of pressure at springtime? Pressure to do, or pressure that you should be doing rather than do, which always makes me laugh about to-do lists. You know, they say to-do lists are a really good thing because they get your mind in order, but I've always found that to-do lists can make me feel incredibly guilty because I never seem to get anything done on them. And I've always said, and here's a Dear Mama Sal quote for you: time management diaries are produced for people who don't need them. Do you know what I mean? If you're organized enough to use a time management diary properly, you probably don't need it. That's always, I always mean well. I really do. I always mean well. I'm one of those people, I write lists about the lists that I write. I can write lists about the things I need to do and then write other lists to get those lists in order. That's how bad it becomes. And then after a while, the list gets so overwhelming that I have to throw the list away. And so being human is a wonderful trait. One that I really enjoy. Because being human requires that you actually have good days and bad days, or not so good days, let's put it that way. I don't really think I have a whole lot of bad days in my life anymore, because so many of my bad days were brought about by what was going on in my mind. I'm pleased to say that most days I'm able to get my mind back in shape within a fairly short space of time, so my bad days are no longer controlling my life. But I remember when they did. I remember when the world controlled my life. I really felt so less than because of the world. And my fear of how they judged me. It's one of the wonderful things about getting older. You don't really care anymore about the judgment too much. I'm going to go and have a wonderful day. I'm going to ask those that need to apologize to anybody who they've been rude to, and make sure that you are big enough to be able to do that. The other thing is, you might want to tell them of your intent. Just say, I realize that this could have been construed as being very rude. It was not my intent. My intent was to whatever it was. However, it doesn't absolve the fact that you were rude. So I look at it and say that, we really will never be perfect. And hopefully we will continue to forgive one another and to move on. And sometimes, and I think this is an important thing as well, sometimes we all need a little bit of space to do that in. Some people would like us to get over it and move on quickly or whatever. And other times, you just can't do that. You just need time to lick your wounds a bit and take some time. I've had a couple of situations, not fairly recently, which have taken me months to come to grips with. And when I say months, months of soul searching to go, do I really, want to take this next step, or do I want to hold on? What exactly do I want to do here? And it's not about being judged. It's about, what do I want to do? Is this something that is bringing joy to my life, or is this something that's bringing pain to my life? And I believe that we need to look at that and make those decisions. Have a wonderful day. Look after one another. Apologize where you need to. It takes strength of character to be able to do that. remember that spring is just spring. It's a season, not a guilt trip. That's another nice quote. I like that too. Wonder if I'll remember it. Maybe somebody will be kind enough to re-quote it back to me so that I can... Yeah. If somebody be kind enough to put that in the comments for me. Or if you like it, put it in the comments. Let's put it that way. And then maybe we'll put it up as a Dear Mama Sal quote on Instagram or something. Spring is just spring. It's not a guilt trip. Yes, I like that. 2 Dear Mama Sal quotes in one day. Yay! Bonus. This is Dear Mama Sal saying have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.